They are coming to the podium. So now welcome the Reverend Don Southworth, there he is, and the Reverend Dr. Michelle Walsh to tell us something about community ministry.
Thank you, Jim.
Hello. My name is Michelle Walsh, and I am the Membership Director and President-elect of the Unitarian Universalist Society for Community Ministries. The UUSCM is a professional organization for both lay and clergy people who consider themselves community ministers. And that is the ministry of our larger faith, the ministry that we bring out into our larger world in many different ways.
And I'm Don Southworth, the Executive Director of the Unitarian Universalist Ministers Association. We are the professional association for over 1,800 Unitarian Universalist ministers and seminarians from around the world. Our mission is to nurture excellence in ministry through continuing education, collegiality, and collaboration. Over 25% of our active ministers now identify as community ministers, and that number is growing every year.
So community ministers have been at the forefront for a long time in building new and creative and entrepreneurial ways for our faith to be witnessed in our larger world. Whether as lay people or as clergy, we minister beyond the walls of our congregations and bring our Unitarian Universalist values to our work. We are the missional people and path of our faith tradition, first recognized in the work of 19th century Unitarian minister Joseph Tuckerman. Tuckerman's ministry to the poor in Boston was called Ministry at Large, and it continues today through the Unitarian Universalist Urban Ministry in Boston. But the contemporary faces of community ministry encompass more than social justice activists. We include spiritual directors, coaches, chaplains, teachers and academics, pastoral psychotherapists, creative artists and musicians, entrepreneurial dreamers, and even UUA and UUMA staff, such as Don Southworth here and Peter Morales.
Can I see your script?
I'm not done.
Thank you.
I thought I wasn't done. Sorry about that.
These scripted conversations, they're
you know,
a
it's
little different.
really a little challenging here, yes. We're lay and ordained people ministering together to heal and transform our world. I want you to listen for a moment to our 1988 Community Ministry Proclamation. Quote, "We as people living in a world that is both dying and seeking to be reborn, who are shaken to our very roots by the massiveness and depth of planetary and human suffering, are empowered by a driving passion to bear witness to that suffering, participate in its transformation, and affirm the inherent glory of life. Therefore do we covenant together to respond, to engage, to celebrate, and to challenge. Thus empowered, we join hands with the community of faith in acknowledging the larger ministry which addresses our common vision." This is the vision, reality, and promise of community ministry for our faith.
The global ends of the UUA aspire to increase the number of UU congregations and other covenanted communities, while increasing the number of inspired, ordained, and religious leaders equipped to start them. While community ministry is not new, Jesus was a community minister after all. The numbers and varieties of community ministries and community ministers have never been seen before. The changes in the religious landscape and in the spiritual expressions and needs for people inside and outside our congregations provide opportunities and challenges for both those who follow a call to ministry and for the faith they have chosen to serve. The opportunities are as endless as our imaginations, and as diverse as the communities and yearnings of a hurting world. Our community ministers are starting new organizations and ministries. which bring our Unitarian Universalist faith to people who are not likely to step into a congregation, and to those who have been in our congregations for years. We are ministering to young people who find their spiritual nourishment through art and social justice witness instead of hymns and sermons. To old people in retirement homes and care centers. To all people through spiritual direction, chaplaincy, and nonprofit community organizations with Unitarian Universalist values and ethics. While liberal religion may not be growing, the impulse and commitment for people to love and serve the world through Unitarian Universalist community ministry is growing. And that growth brings challenges to how we support and nurture those ministries. How and where can we find the funding to support entrepreneurial ministers who are creating new ways to share our values outside our congregational walls? How can congregations find new ways to embrace community ministers and invite them as full partners in serving a wider number of people than a congregation can do alone? What can we do as a faith tradition to break down the walls between those who show up in our congregations and those spiritual but not religious who need community but will never step inside a church to find it? And how can we ensure that serving a community instead of a parish does not always mean a cut in pay and in respect?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, please clap for that one. We need that one, okay? Yeah.
We fall off my stool.
All right. To meet these opportunities and challenges, I see two actions as crucial. First, our 1988 proclamation, which you can find on our website, called upon all of our association to recognize and support lay community ministries, in addition to clergy-led community ministries. Yes, okay. In 1991, clergy-led community ministry was formally recognized as a path of ministry with the Ministerial Fellowship Committee. Where we need to move forward structurally is in ways to credential or commission our lay community ministries. Yes. While the UUSCM is developing best practices for commissioning lay community ministers through congregations, we also should look at regional structures to do so. We witness more broadly to the world when we both are grounded in our congregations and also connected to the interdependent web of congregations in our regions. For an interesting discussion on this, come from 3 to 4:30 today and meet in the back of the exhibit hall with Bob Meese. The second action I see as crucial is to develop a Unitarian Universalist public theology of community ministry, one that breaks down our artificial divides of parish and community and deepens into what James Luther Adams called the prophethood and priesthood of all believers. Ours is not a clerical tradition in which only the ordained are engaged in the task of ministry. Nope, as the late Gordon McKeeman has said, ministry is all that we do together. Understanding this in a heartfelt way entails the commitment of national and regional UUA resources to unlock the real power and potential of our faith. It is also to bring our passion for healing and transforming the world, our passion for standing on the side of love and justice to more and more people through building larger organic coalitions beyond the walls of our congregations. It is to embrace a sense of humble equality in witnessing to the spark of ministry in each and every human being.
I want to invite each of you to imagine a world where there aren't 150,000 Unitarian Universalists in this country, but 3 or 4 times as many. There are many ways to get there, but I guarantee you that one of the ways will be more people doing more ministry in their community and in the world. I want you to go home from Portland and find out how you and your congregation can better support community ministry in your parish, your neighborhood, your city, and the larger Unitarian Universalist world? Who's doing community ministry, and how can you help them? Maybe you can offer to be an internship site for a community minister in formation. Maybe you can affiliate with a community minister in your area, or even farther away from where you live and worship, and offer institutional support and inspiration to someone who needs you to help create the beloved community. Community ministers need the same things that parish ministers need: our commitment, our passion, our financial support to make the world we dream of come into being. The world of ministry and religion is rapidly evolving. How will you make sure that Unitarian Universalist ministry is everything and everywhere it can be